Hello everyone, Miss Get here. Today we are going to be looking at subject and verb agreement. There are many rules in subject and verb agreement, and so this is a series of videos. Subject and verb agreement is also called Concord. Before we go into today's lesson, let us recap what is the subject of a sentence and what is the verb in a sentence. The subject of the sentence tells who or what is being talked about. The verb tells the action. Now, to agree means to be in unison, in harmony, or in one accord. And so we call subject and verb agreement concord because those two terms are synonymous to each other. Now, here is the very important rule that you should learn. Previously, we said that the subject and the verb must agree in number. A singular subject is followed by a singular verb, and a plural subject is followed by a plural verb. And so the other rule that you need to know is if two subjects are joined by and, the verb that follows must be in its plural form. Again, if two subjects are joined by and, the verb that follows must be in its plural form, meaning the verb without the s at the end. Let us look at a couple of examples. Example 1. Human beings and people are synonymous terms. The subjects are human beings, people. What is joining those two? And is joining those two. And the state of being verb here is are in its plural form. Now, these can become very tricky, so you got to pay careful attention to your subjects. Now, in this case, both parts of the subject are plural and are joined by and. We see a collective noun in there as well. Example number 2. The trees and the fruits have dried up. The subjects here are the trees, the fruits. Both parts of the subject are plural here. They are also joined by and. And the plural verb that followed is have. Let us continue to look at another example. And here we see one part of the subject, we have singular noun, and the other part of the subject, we have plural noun. But the key is that they are joined by and so the verb that follows will be plural. Let us read the example. The computer and the keyboards release a strange odor. The subjects here are the computer, the keyboards. They are joined by and therefore a plural verb follows. The verb here is release. Remember, the verb does not end with s. Let us look at a final example. The sentence reads, both parents and the child sleep late. If we look at this sentence, we might be very much tempted, but let us be mindful of the rule that applies. Here we have the first part of the subject being plural, both parents, and the second part of the subject we have singular, the child. The key is that they are joined by and because they are joined by and, that is what controls whether you use the plural verb. All right, so now here is something for you to do. Choose the correct verb. Number 1, the man and his daughter is or are dancing for the first time. 2. The doctor and the nurses was or were paid overtime. 3. The boys and their friends come or comes over for lunch every day. 4. The cups and the plate has or have been sent for you. 5. The headmistress and the teachers is or are improvising a lot. 6. Pat and her parents visit or visits their dentist regularly. 7. Pens and books has been or have been given out to those in need. 8. Has or have you and your parents been registered as yet? And there you have it. That's all for now. I hope you've learned a lot. Goodbye.